Well, here we are again. Just parked the car up in the car park, walking down into Nattai National Park. I think it's about 6:30. There's a few cars there, so there might be a few people down here. So once I get down to the camping area, I'm going to have to assess where I'm going to camp. I don't really want to camp on people. Can't believe I've come down here. It's been sunshine and rain all day. I was a bit worried about being able to start a fire down here because I'm not sure how much water has come down around here, but it looks pretty dry, so I don't think I'm going to have an issue with that. All right, we've got to talk, but first I got to get down there. So, what a lot of people don't know about me is before the four-wheel driving, before Cape York, before the motorbikes, before the canoes, the kayaking, I used to bushwalk. Used to do a lot of it actually. Been a long time since I've been out in the bush walking. I kind of took the four-wheel drive for granted. Doesn't really let you get to everywhere you need to be, so let's get back to the fundamentals, hey? Yeah. It was that way, but oh, check the map. It's getting pretty dark. It's starting to rain. Of course, the car park had about 5 cars there, so I've decided to take obviously the camp area that's 4.5 k's away from the car park. So I'm hoping they're all at the one that's only a k down the road, and I'm going to get this by myself. The only problem is it's definitely going to be raining when I get down there, and she's going to be dark. Now the equipment I've brought, I've only set up the tent once before. It's not really that hard, but I'll be doing it in the dark. Just can't wait to get down to the river. All right, let's press on. To make things worse, what's this? Way. All right. I will definitely check my feels right. I'll definitely check my map before I start heading down here. But yeah, I packed my pack is always packed, but I should have taken a lot out of here. I've got 2 liters of water in there. I don't need that. I got my hammock, got mosquito net, got so much crap in this bag that I didn't need to bring. And having to hike in before it gets dark with a heavy pack doesn't seem like the right decision to make, but having fun. It's not that hard a walk really. It's kind of getting nice. Everyone knows that I love walking when it's been wet. Fires came through here January, and obviously you can tell because all the trees are black, but apart from that you wouldn't know. Alright, this GoPro is going to have a really bad picture from here on in, so I'll talk to you when I get the big camera out, when I got camp set up. Till then, let's enjoy this walk. So just before you start to make the ascent down into the Starlight camp area where the river is, there's a nice little spot up here. So there's people down there and there's nowhere else to camp. Like, I haven't been here before. I might just come back here, pop myself up on the hill up there. Yeah, okay. It's plan B. Let's see if we can find a C, a D and an E. Would you drink it? Maybe if I was desperate enough. It looked, the ants were drinking it. They looked pretty healthy. Okay, that's a fantastic looking wall there of limestone, sandstone and stuff in the valley, obviously leading down to where I'm walking. But I just wish I had my other camera out right now, but I've got to get moving. That's going to look stunning in the morning, so hang out for that. I think we're in for a real treat. God, I hope we're alone down there. It'll be real experience too. Got some lyrebirds running up through the rocks there. You seeing this? Imagine when it rains. Oh. According to the map, I'm about halfway, and I think I'm going to be walking in the dark. Alright, I'm down low enough in the valley now to actually start seeing some pools of water. If I had time, I would definitely be following the creek down rather than the path. I think that looks far more entertaining, but I don't have time. Let's go. Really want to make camp before it's dark, if that's even possible. G'day, mate. Forest has taken back the track. Imagine this before the fires. This point, it is beautiful. Do I have time to stop? If I stop here, what am I missing out on up there? I'd have to set up on the track here, but maybe a little bit over there. If I had the our tent that's, oh, can't talk about that one at the moment. If I had a different tent, I'd probably set up on that rock. I reckon that would be awesome. Imagine that. Oh, I just kicked sand in my shoe. This rock. Waking up to that. So quiet in here. Alright, I'm gonna keep tracking. Alright, I've been rock hopping for quite a while now. It says that I'm nearly there. Obviously at some point it became easier to take the creek rather than the track, and the track's now gone. But this will have to do. It's dark. I nearly set up camp a few times, but I pressed on. I'm just gonna find some other side. Alright, have a quick look around. It's gonna have to do. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna make this a bit more level and then set up. That was a long way in. I think I much prefer to set up camp in the daytime. Can't wait to see what the morning looks like. This place is going to be spectacular. I just really hope that the weather holds out for me and just gives me one of those incredible nights. That tent, the Dutchy Stealth, mate, stick clear of it. That's a piece of rubbish. But it's going to have to do me for tonight. Easier than carrying a swag all the way down in here. Well, I'm a little bit thirsty. Tonight on the menu I've got, you probably can't see that, but it is gin and tonic. I think my phone's talking to me. I'll have to go and check that out. Can't see any stars tonight. It's really dark. I didn't even check to see if the moon was coming up. Literally, if the fire wasn't on and I didn't have the light behind me, I wouldn't be able to see my hand in front of my face. It's kind of scary and exhilarating at the same time. To be out here by yourself, just you. Well, I got you guys with me tonight, but not until I upload this video, but yeah, this is great. And smoke in my eyes. I didn't realise how sweaty I was coming in. My clothes were literally soaked. We got like a slight breeze coming down, obviously because we're down into the valley, so it's coming down the hill. I could just feel, well, I could feel it on my clothes, so I had quickly got changed. Got my flannel in there. Don't leave home without a flannel. But I'm going to finish this. Might quickly munch down. No, I'll save the steak for breakfast actually. I'm not really hungry. And I'll see you guys in the morning. It's probably like the wildest camp I've done probably ever, alone. I was this close to bringing the pups with me tonight, but I thought I needed to just come out here by myself. Anyway, thanks for coming along so far, guys. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It's just turned 5:30. I've been up for a little bit now. Bit of rain last night. Wasn't too bad. Survived it, no worries. The only issue I had with this one was because it's got no fly. When the big raindrops would hit the outside, the condensation would fall down. So although I was dry, I was wet. So actually didn't have too bad a sleep in that. Got to be happy with it. Pain in the ass to set up. Better off just bringing, what do they call it, a hoochie or whatever it is. Kept the bugs out, but can't wait to go and see when the sun comes up a little bit more. What I have missed, because I got here so late last night, it was dark. I just couldn't wait for the sun to come up so I can go for a quick explore. Going down the waterfall in a minute. I think there is actually, the camp that I was supposed to go to is at the bottom of the waterfall. It was already dark when I got down to this far, so I wasn't going to push it any further, rock climbing down. But I'll have a quick squeeze right now and See if there was a track that I missed. Well, I didn't miss it, I just didn't go down there. All in all, this was a good spot. Woke up earlier, opened the fly, popped my head out and the light was just coming through. Fog all through here. All I could see was these trees here, nothing else. It was great. Still didn't get a photo, but it's in here now. Okay, I've just started packing this up and I thought just quickly, if you ever find yourself in the bush and you're in really sandy places like this, take advantage of what you've naturally got to hold your tent in. That is going to work a lot better than that, and it did for me, and it will for you. So you can see how I've leveled up the ground just there. Made myself a nice little spot so I wasn't rolling downhill. And obviously the tent's done its job, it's kept it nice and dry. I just let that roll while I was packing up. Do you want to have a look? Ready to go. I'll leave that one. I might. Funny thing, this here, right across that line right there, is where a tree's fallen and met its last days. It's where I slept last night. Fog's rolled in, so I'm not going to get to go down and have a look at the view. So I'm just going to start trekking up beside the creek today. So I'm not sure what time it is. It's late morning. I've got a bit of a trek to get out of here. Come on then, let's go. Just so you know, to see that, you gotta come up that, or down it, then up it. It's not easy with a big heavy pack, but anyway, that's what you get for bringing camera equipment. Next time I'm just bringing the GoPro, which is broken by the way. I just put my backpack down to put my sunnies away. It swung around and slammed into the rock, broke the glass. I wonder if it's still under warranty. It's only new. Oh well. There's a lot of these pools and they're absolutely chock-a-block full of tadpoles. I'm talking about that big. Still, even though it's hard to get in, I like it. I think I've got to get up there somehow. Okay. Well, can't say that was easy, but I'm up here. How to make my own track. I just walked up a bit. There's a track. I walked all the way down the creek bed. I had no need to. Oh, well. It's all about the adventure. Oh yeah, by the way, Adventure Camping, Australia.com.au. It's my new store. if you want to get out into the outdoors and do a little bit of this, then you'll notice that it's pretty damn expensive. Now, in my pack, the pack separate of course, because you can't skimp on a good backpack. I think the whole thing came to including, what have I got in there? Tent, cooking wear. I've got a hammock, mosquito net, tarp, lots of little other things, and I don't think I've paid more than 150 bucks for the whole kit. But that's why I'm out here testing it, because all of it's going to be available on adventurecampingaustralia.com.au. I'm working with the manufacturers right now, doing some testing, and if it's all good, I'll get some stock in and you guys can get out in the bush a lot cheaper than buying through Kathmandu or Anaconda, and that they are just so expensive. It's just, I don't know why. I mean, their gear's good, but do we need to pay 300 bucks for a tarp? I don't think not. 400, 500 bucks for a tent? Why? Don't know. But if you're interested, the store will be going live next year. I'm expecting end of January, so please jump on over, join our mailing list, and let me know what you want. If you've got any Australian manufacturers out there that sell to the outdoor community, then please, by all means, info@adventurecampingaustralia.com.au. Send me an email and let's talk. I gotta get back to the car. New boots. For a while, you might have seen me tramping around in some sandals. They're pretty crazy looking sandals. They've got a mountain boot base, and they've cut away all the trimmings and just left the sandal, and I use them everywhere. I use them in creeks, I use them at the beach, I use them bushwalking. Keen Australia, they got in touch with me. Now, I can say for sure, 100%, that I am a proud Keen ambassador. Never heard of Keen? That's because Keen is stocked on shelves in Anaconda, Kathmandu, various premium outdoor stores. Oh, I'm getting soaked. My waterproof Keens are keeping my feet nice and dry. The only issue I've got with this little trip testing out these boots is I'm wearing ankle socks. In my haste to get out into the bush today, I wore ankle socks, not me hiking socks. And there's all sand in my boots from yesterday, and it's causing a little bit of rubbing. Emptied them out this morning, but damage is done. You gotta make sure you take care of your footwear, because your feet are the most important thing out here when you're bushwalking. Alright, I'm back in the creek bed now. So, fortunately I'm almost out of here. Thanks for joining us, guys. Don't know how I've only got 6 minutes of film left on this camera. I've taken nilch, zero footage today and yesterday, and it was already at like half when I started. So it's a nice spot, mate. I could have just sat down next to that, had a couple of gins or a couple of beers next time. That's just right on the track, so up we go. Oh god, need to get my poles out. pretty far away now. To you photographers out there, with that time lapse I just showed you, if you got your camera on a tripod and you've got electronic stabilization, turn that off. If your camera's tracking something and it's going across the screen and you've got a static camera, you're going to see the camera move, which is the total opposite of why you've got it on a tripod. That's why it was glitching a bit. Oh, and also pick your focus spot and flick it to manual. So don't let it refocus as the clouds come in and then it has to go back to infinity to focus back on the mountains in the foreground, because you'll get a lot of that happening as it hunts for what it's supposed to be focusing on. Big tip for you. I seriously don't know how people carry so much camera gear in. I got maybe 3-4 kilos of camera gear with me. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, most day packs don't weigh 5 kilos. I think my backpack at the moment is sitting around 15.5 kilos. Way too heavy. But I had some stuff in there that I needed to test. I never had a chance to test the hammock and stuff. So maybe I should plan my trips a little better. But you don't want to get caught out in the rain in a hammock. Oh, I suppose I got my tarp in there as well. Lots of trees down on this one. Look. Makes it pretty difficult, especially with my pack. I've got to get under that one, step in those ones and get over that. I'm already tired. It's going to be a lovely day. Hear the birds. I haven't seen any other animals around here except for the tadpoles and the birds. The lyrebird earlier yesterday. It's so nice after it's rained. You can tell how important the vegetation is. Can you see me? How important vegetation is to the Australian landscape, because mostly it's really sandy soil. And look, it's been raining all night and there's no penetration into that ground. It's just straight down. And this is pretty decent cover actually. Like that, we did have the fire. It's not as thick as it normally is, but there's some pretty decent cover here. Still, it's not enough to hold the water. Okay, let's do this tree. If I didn't have my backpack on, I'd go straight up there. The cave system here alone is so cool. Even if you walk down to here and just check this out, you could probably camp up there. I don't know why you would, but you could. Giants. Okay. Here's that rock again. Unfortunately, I think the light's about the same. What a beautiful structure. Okay, well, back to plan B spot. The good thing about this particular place that I've come to today is once you walk out of the bush, it's actually downhill all the way back to the car. It seems like a pain when you're coming out here, but really when you've just hiked your backpack all the way in, stayed up on camping all night, packed up your bag and walked back out of the valley, it's actually a godsend that you have to walk. Alright, the whole way up here I've been scouring the bush for one of these bad boys, because I want to use it as a fire drill. But I heard that if you knock these things down before the plant drops them, it actually kills them. In saying that, just found this poor little bugger. But look, it's already got another shoot coming up. That's about to flower too. Shame. I think it's actually, if it gets broken at the bottom there, so this one should be alright. This will just die off and fall away. But yeah, looking for a fallen dried one. I think I'm way too early in the season for it, but and all the ones that would have been here before the fire is obviously gone now. There are so many. Been a real tease. Yeah, GoPro's full. Literally just filled up as I was finishing my last sentence then. So, quick one on the phone. I'm not going to get my other GoPro out. If I find anything on the way, I'll throw it onto the phone. I don't like using the phones. It's a little bit, how you going? Check this out. We all know what these are, right? Now this guy has dropped, oh, I just broke off. This guy has dropped all his seeds. There's nothing left open. Now these seeds are a good source of protein. You can get a whole bunch of them, throw them in with your rice and boil them up. Now if you do find any of these, you don't need a fire to open them. You can just throw them into your frying pan and the heat from your frying pan will open them. But yeah, this one's already spent. I think we've got a couple over the back there that haven't opened. I can see a couple of pods on there. So, there's a nice one that hasn't opened. Right there. Grab up a couple of hundred. You got yourself a nice little protein meal. So I've heard. Go in, tracks there. He's come this way, straight off into the bush. They're ready. This here is exactly what I've been looking for the whole time. So I'll let this one go. It's all dried out. That'll do. Thank you. Never been so happy to see the car. Alright, gonna unload this backpack, get the keys out, and then they